Flawless back here again for episode number 2 of the day, but episode number 8 of the season. Um, we are looking for Limpy Lubosh. We just got finished, finding the ginger, supposedly defeating bandits. Not. Lied my way through that one. But anyways, let's get this mission underway. If you guys are enjoying any of this content, please be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel. Alright, let's see, what town are we in? I forget. Uzits, that's right. Okay. And we have to talk around, see if we can't find Limpy Lubosh.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Well, that was just strange.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh. I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm
I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
That's all. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, so I have to meet him in the tavern in the evening. What time is it? Ooh. It's close to that time. Might as well just go hang out. Wait, this isn't the tavern. Where's the tavern? I forget. Right there, I think.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Fancy throwing a few dice?
I'm terrible at this. I'll play you for 25.
Why, oh why did I ever agree to this? I lose my shirt again.
Oh, I hope I don't bust. Got a feeling I did. No? Okay. I'll roll one more time. Bust. Oh, fucking knew it.
Well, it'll be tidy for a little while at least.
Wow.
Your turn.
Are you serious? There's no way I'm gonna win this.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
Thank goodness. Watch me bust. Ooh, I got lucky.
That's it. Oh no! What of all the fucking...
shit.
That's it. We'll see.
Alright, bud, slow your roll. Come on.
That'll do me.
Here we are.
I'm gonna have to end this game right here. It's evening time.
If they keep falling like that, I'll use up all my luck. Mine!
Ah, good game. I don't know why I ever play it. I suck. Where you at, bud? Just waiting on you. Do 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 do. What you gonna do? Beat me? Alright. So all we gotta do is just wait for Godwin. I think he's on his way. Yeah. Where you going? Ugh, come on. I want you to just take a second and look at these traits. This game is unlike anything I've ever played. You don't just start out as like Thor and just whoop the shit out of people and get better armor and stuff. You start out as like just a piece of shit, honestly. You have to work your way up. It's unlike anything I've ever played. It's honestly, it's just a great game. It's buggy, but I love it. Even though I'm a piece of shit. And I suck at everything. Well, that's the fun of it. You have to make yourself better and learn and read and train. It really is quite fun.
Got it for you right here.
To good neighbors. Good day to you. Take care now.
Don't play him, dude. He cheats. Look at that. As he scooped him down, he put in his special dice.
One beer.
One bourbon.
God be with you.
Some of that good old moonshine, boy.
Got it for you right here.
Where's your shoes? How long is this guy gonna take? Ah, I see. Well, is he on his way? Come on then, hold my hand. I'll take you there. Ooh. Got them juke moves. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Ooh.
Ale.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh.
Here's to a good
I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There's a pile of bodies in front of a church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
You think I'm too young for the job, Father?
I do, to tell the truth.
Well, I can only apologise for my lack of grey hair and gout.
Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things. But I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claim. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Here's to a good harvest.
I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
You're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well,
Shit.
Jan Hus' character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Damn, son.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe?
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you
Henry
suppose?
sounds so
We have a
drunk.
drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Henry is fucked up, son.
Na kraj padł dziesięć smutek, do dnielno i rano utek, niech ich małżeński majstrat, do wczera żylne staje brak, už se i bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich muži, nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední den. Budeme se bavit a do rána stávit a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem, tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven.
Oh my goodness.
Enough of this.
Uh-oh.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Damn, how can you do that to your
You
priest?
looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Come on, then, Taylor.
You'll get...
Oh, I should have blocked that.
Dopsy diddy!
Henry's just so drunk. I'd just kill him.
That hurt.
I'm gonna beat the bailiff's ass. Hell yeah. The ring of the bell. Dude, he's so drunk. What are you gonna do, beat me?
Right, Henry. Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like.
He
What do I
just
care?
shit himself.
What do they do to me?
Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
After you. Oh, Henry's so drunk. Yeah, let's just shut this door.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. Who can do this? Can he?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Oh shit.
Ah, bloody hell. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the
Uh-oh.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Oh, Godwin, what the heck?
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Oh, what are you gonna do? Fuck me? Who's my boy? Who's my boy? That's my boy. Oh shit. Here comes the part where I can't walk. Oh shit. Why did you do this to me? Meh. Where are you going?
Well, I have to say that was a fine
What the fuck?
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it?
Where the fuck am I?
Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit?
Exactly.
Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Radzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Well, shit.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Well, alright. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful.
Oh shit.
Let's get to it then.
Damn. That's just crazy. That was just the most hilarious thing. Got drunk with the priest. Fucked some wenches with the priest. Alright, this is where we're gonna end this episode for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you could, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel. Join me back for the next one, where we do some drunk preaching. Alright, well, appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.